So right now we've been talking a lot about the new normal or in the before. And there's some nostalgia for the before just because we don't know what's coming next. And so while even one-on-one and working with clients, they weren't particularly happy with the before, they knew what it was. And so they knew what their tomorrow was going to look like. They had an idea what work was going to be, if they were going to have a job. And right now we're not really sure where everything is headed. And so our new normal is really about accepting that we don't know what's coming. There's a term called Groundhog Day that most of us are familiar with, but yesterday seems like today. We feel like it's going to be the same tomorrow. But every day it's important to find something different to do. So whether it's a board game or a new thing you're going to try from a YouTube tutorial, those have been huge. Let's try to do something different just to change up this day. We've addressed the Groundhog Day effect in doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Painting, for instance, canvases, or we've used cardboard from some of the food shipping. It actually switches channels in your brain into something that feels important at the time because you want to finish it and you want it to not be terrible. And that part's really healthy because you were focused on learning some kind of skill or at least getting through this project. One of the things I've been able to do with my kids in the last few weeks, especially when we've run out of things to do, it feels like we've tried all of the things. We started doing landscape art. It helps them feel like they're making rhyme or reason out of the things in front of us. We have a road ahead of us, and I think everyone's starting to get to a place of acceptance that this isn't going to be a really quick fix. And then the other end of it is there's some guilt attached to messing up along the way. You know, I thought I was doing a good job, or I took a risk I didn't mean to, or someone in my family took a risk and put somebody else's kids at risk, that sort of thing. And we have to have room for making mistakes here because this isn't what we're used to doing and nobody's trained us how to do it. So I don't know that we've come up with a perfect way of expressing ourselves, but acknowledging the fact that indeed this isn't what it was before and we're not sure what's going to happen next. You can tell me how you're doing, really. I'm curious. Yeah, so we've talked about mental health, and a lot of times we don't connect the physical aspect. So something like yoga connects all of those things together. So even if you're feeling like your nerves are raw, just following movement makes a huge difference on being able to get through the rest of the day or even the rest of the week in a way that's more grounded. So I think making this more approachable for everyone, no matter what your role is, it's going to be really helpful in moving forward because we can all take tips from each other on ways to, forge a new path.